What's up, dreamers? Welcome back to season 1, episode 3 of running the wheel strategy every single week until I make $10,000 in 1 month. Now, this has been my best month yet. I'm going to drop the numbers for you guys soon when we get back inside the studio. Now, the wheel strategy is by far 10 times better than dividends. Dividends is passive, but once you learn how to sell options, I'm telling you guys, it free up your day, your week, and you can spend a lot more time with your family other than actively trading inside the stock market. You get all the time back that you've been hoping for, and you generated some income on shares that you already own, and you generated income on shares that you want to own in the future. So me really learning the wheel strategy has been a blessing. If you guys want to learn the wheel strategy, I highly suggest joining the Patreon. But listen, some crazy things happen this month, and I do have a plan. I do have a plan to hit my first $10,000 month in 2026. As all the stars align, I think I could do it. I think I could hit my first $10,000 a month, you know what I'm saying? But everything got lined up. I'm gonna show you guys in this video my plan, if everything lined up, that it could happen in 2026, and that would be crazy if it does. Like, we did some amazing things with our MU trade. We did some amazing things with Tesla play. We sold cash put on Tesla, made $1,000 on that. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to go over everything when we get back inside the studio. So let's go ahead and hop back over there. All right, Jimmers, we're back now. In the month of March alone, listen, in the month of March, I'm going to show you guys how to get this type of income as well in this video. So make sure you hit the thumbs up button. But in March, we hit the final number was $6,253. I am 62% of the way there. Remember, the goal is to get $10,000 a month. I'm gonna show you how we could get there this year. I'm far from it, but if everything lines up, in one of these months, could possibly hit that $10,000 month. And I want you guys to be a part of that journey. So if you could hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. After you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you already subscribed, hit that notification bell. No, YouTube be acting kind of funny. So if you can help me out, it's completely free to hit that notification bell. So yes, in the month of March, we hit $6,253, putting my total on the year to $14,534, being 3 months into the year of running the wheel strategy. So if we take 14,534 and divide that by 3, I'm doing on average $4,844 per month running the wheel strategy and stocks that I absolutely want to own. In fact, I got assigned shares on some of these companies that I'm going to show you in this video, and I'm going to show you guys the first step of the wheel strategy and selling cash secure puts if you guys did want to follow along. So here we are. The ones that's been paying me out the most this year has been NVDL, absolutely killing it so far this year. In dividend income, I made $3,166 in pure premium alone on NVDL. I do own a couple of these shares, waiting on that to recover, but on pure premium alone, I'm up $3,166, which is some pretty good income. So the shares that I own, they could fall a little bit and I could still break even, but once my shares end up recovering and I start making a lot in capital gain, then that's when I can finally hit that first $10,000 a month. But we're gonna be waiting on that, waiting patiently. Another one I want to show you guys that hasn't been paying that much in premium, but capital gain is gonna be up there, is Netflix. Now Netflix, I've been selling cash secure puts on Netflix, wanted to pick up shares at 84. We picked up shares of Netflix at 84, and then we started to sell cover calls 53, 96, and we still have those shares of Netflix I'm gonna show you in this video, but only $228 in premium. But remember, when we run the wheel strategy, we're going to sell cash secure puts because we want to buy these shares at a cheaper price and get paid to buy these shares at a cheaper price. So I did get assigned on Netflix. Now I'm going to show you guys the beautiful part of running the wheel strategy, getting assigned shares on companies that you already want to own. But if you guys do want to start to learn how to generate income like that, I highly encourage you guys to join the Patreon. That link is going to be down in the pinned comment section. That link is going to be down in the description. Guys, if you want to join the Patreon right here, there's a 7-day free trial. You could come in there and do all of my modules in there for free, 7 days. I have Zoom calls every single Sunday. If you want to be a part of those Zoom calls, where I'm going to teach you guys, show you guys plays, teach you guys the wheel strategy, leaps, how to roll your options up and out, how to roll your options down and in. If that confuses you, go watch one of the modules inside the Patreon. And then on top of that, you get access to all of my pro day traders in there that post their option trades every single day. So if you guys do want to start to earn passive income every single week or every single month, I highly suggest that you guys join the Patreon. 7-day free trial. You literally have nothing to lose. And if you are going to come in there and take all my modules, my spreadsheets and everything like that, be a part of Zoom calls, and just can't do it and just dip, that's fine with me. I understand not everybody got it. The least I ask you to do is hit that thumbs up on this video and hit that notification bell, and I will appreciate that from me to you. Appreciate it. But I'm going to show you in this video on some of the things that we do to generate some extra income and how I could possibly get to $10,000 in income this year. But first, let me show you guys my Netflix play. So we did get assigned shares of Netflix at $84. And now Netflix, this is the 1-day chart. And we drew out this a very long time ago. I had moved it over, but we drew this out a very long time ago. And we plan on riding Netflix all the way back up. Right now, at the recording of this video, Netflix is at $98. We got assigned shares at $84. I mean, we're already up in profit from 84 to 94. It's $1,000 profit. So now we have $1,400 in profit on Netflix just from capital gain. And now we're going to start to sell cover calls again on Netflix. Whenever we see it at a good price point, we're going to sell cover calls on Netflix to sell these shares at a higher price. And then once it gets to a higher price, we sell our shares. We got paid to sell our shares. Then we're going to start to sell cash secure puts again on Netflix. It's always going to pull back to a price point that we wanted to pull back to. Always. I told the dreamers that after this gap right here, it was going to pull back to this gap to at least fill some of these orders. It still got time to come back and fill up this gap right here. So don't feel like you missed out. I really do believe that it's going to come back to this gap, fill some of these orders before it continues to take off. So just keep a very close eye on Netflix. So here we're on Netflix. I'm up 97% on Netflix. I've been buying Netflix at very amazing prices. I got 300 shares of Netflix. What's my average price? My average price is $49 and I got 300 shares, but I've been had the 200 shares. But when I saw the recent cash secure puts, that got me to my 300 shares, because you only run the wheel strategy on stocks that you absolutely want to. So I really don't mind, because I'm going to continue to keep some of my shares. I don't mind selling some cover calls at the top. So before I show you exactly how I generated around the $3,000 on NVDL, let me show you what we did on Netflix. So we'll come over here. NFLX. I do have my Netflix shares inside of, I still got shares of Netflix over on Robinhood too, but not 100 shares. I'm up 132%. I'm telling you, man, I know how to find some good companies at good prices. You hit trade options. We got a week and we could sell a call. We could click the 102. Let's look for, because we still do want to hold on to our shares. So let's look for 0.2 delta. That's 0.3 delta, which is the 101. But right here, the 102, we can make $50 a week in Netflix selling cover calls to say that we want to sell our shares at $102. This is a 0.22 delta. That means we have around an 80% chance of winning this trade, or 80% chance that Netflix is not going to go above $102 by the end of the week. If it do not go above $102, we keep our shares, we keep our premium, we'll do it again the following week. And right here, you guys can see the market price is actually $52 per contract on Netflix. So if we was to do this $52 a week, $52 times what, 52 weeks, we could bring in an extra $2,704 in premium. So when I start to sell cover calls on Netflix, that can inch me closer to my $1,000 a month. To my $10,000 a month in premiums. Now, before I walk you guys step by step on how I do the first step of the wheel strategy, the first leg of the wheel strategy on NVDL, let me show you my plans to finally get to $10,000. I keep saying 1,000 because 10 sounds impossible, bro. But I think I can do it this year if everything lined up. And let me show you what I mean. So right here, I have leap options. I just bought this week leap options. I sent this out to the community this week. We bought a leap on QQQ, expiring almost like 3 years out. I'm up $688. We bought this at the beginning of the week on Tuesday, I think. No, we bought it on Wednesday. We're up $688, up 6.54%. Now, once you have a leap option, you could do something called selling a poor man cover call. Now, I already have a leap on QQQ, which is down right now. So I'm not selling poor man cover calls on that leap. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna be completely transparent. Now, this is the strike price is 615 on this leap, and I am down 21%, down $2,450 on this leap. But it expires 2 years out, 3 years out. We're not really you know, this is a pullback. That's fine with that. What I did was dollar cost average down on QQQ. I'm gonna have a video coming out on that soon. So even if my second leap that I bought at the bottom end up recovering, just plus 10, and then this one goes from minus 20 to minus 10. Now I'm right back at break even. That's a beautiful part of dollar cost averaging in on your leaps and not going all in at once. So once this leap becomes back into profit, that's when I think I could hit my $10,000 month. Now let me show you why. Now here we back on a $600 call. This is my profitable leap. What we do once you're in profit, we're gonna go out a week. Let's go to the end of the week, and we're gonna be selling a call, and we're going to be looking to generate, let's say, $250 per week right here. So we hit the 596 call. This would give us $252 per week. In a month, if we do this in a month, that is going to be an extra $1,000 in premium on this one leap option on QQQ from doing poor man cover calls. So now I can start other than us making, so if all goes perfect, let's add $1,000 to this one right here. That would put us to $7,000. And then once my other leap get back into profit and I'm able to generate an extra $250 from that leap every single week, now that $7,000 is going to be $8,000 in a month. Not only that, I also have a leap on Apple, which I just got back into my profit on my leap on Apple. I have 2 leaps on Apple right here. I can hit trade. Let's go do a leap option on Apple. Let's go out to the end of the month. I have 2 leap options on Apple. I could do a 265 at the end of the week, which will give me $40. And I have 2 leap options, so an extra $80 per week. So that could give me an extra $320. So other than now, I'm at $8,500 on that leap. And then here we are on my NVDA leap. I am down 7%. And once my NVIDIA leap gets back into profit, I have 4 contracts on this one, and I believe I could also get another $1,000 on this one per month on doing poor man cover calls. So we can hit trade options, go out a month. Sell a call, and we could do a cover call around this one right here. I have 4 of these, and I could generate an extra $200 per week from my NVIDIA leaps. And then my last leap is AMD. So here we are on my AMD leap. I am up. I just got back into profit on my AMD leap. And then I could start to sell a cover call on AMD, generating me an extra $300 to $200 per week on AMD, and that would give me close to like $9,999 in premium. And I will find a way to get that extra dollar in premium to hit my first $10,000 month. So that is my plan to get to my first $10,000 month in 2026. If all the stars align, it could be possible. Now I went crazy on this. I think we did some poor man cover calls, but yeah, and we did a Tesla cash secure put on this one as well to generate some extra income on that, because we've been playing Tesla as well. So that gave me an extra $1,000 doing a cash secure put on Tesla in March. Now let's jump over to NVDL, the one that's generated me around $3,000 so far this year. So let's hop back over here and type in NVDL. And then this is the 1 day time frame. Let's jump to the 1 hour time frame. Now, if you use the 1 hour time frame, I'm looking to sell weekly cash secure puts. If you use the 4 hour time frame, I'm looking to sell monthly cash secure puts, right? So what we like to use inside of our community is the Bollinger Bands. Usually when price is at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, it end up recovering, going to the top of the Bollinger Bands. Bottom of the Bollinger Bands, top of the Bollinger Bands, bottom, top. Right here, it hit a bottom, and then it went all the way back up to the top. So when we see price at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, and it's also oversold on the RSI, that's when we go in and sell a cash secure put. So over the last month, we seen some trades right here. We sold a cash secure put right here. We won that trade. Sold a cash secure put right here. Won that trade. We sold a cash secure put right here. Won that trade. And this one was a tricky one because it hit the bottom of the Bollinger Bands on Friday. We really don't enter trades on Friday and hold over the weekend unless we're doing monthly 30 to 45 day cash secure puts. But also when the market had opened right here on Monday, it was still at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, and it was oversold on the RSI. We sold a cash secure put, a $61 cash secure put, and we won that trade. There's 2 things that you could do. You could just pick the 0.2 delta when you're using a leveraged stock. I'll give you guys game in this video. If you're using a leveraged stock, you use a 0.2 delta. If you really want those shares, you go to that company. You go to NVIDIA, not NVDL, not the leverage of NVIDIA. You go to NVDA and you sell a 0.3 cash secure put to pick up those shares. right? You want those shares. If you're using a leverage stock, I do a 0.2 delta, not really looking to get a sign. I would actually sell. I would actually roll down and out, not to get a sign. I wouldn't be afraid of getting a sign really, but it is more riskier running the wheel strategy on leverage stocks, but you can make a lot more in premium. So once again, whenever you see it at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands and it's oversold on the RSI, that's when we go in and sell a cash secure put. So here we are on NVDL, right? It's at $74 per share. Let's just imagine it's at the Bollinger Band, at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands in oversold. It's not, but imagine it was. We hit trade options. We'll go out a week and we're going to be selling a put to pick up 100 shares of NVDL at a certain price. So let's scroll down and look for a 0.2 delta. That's 0.19. Let's click the 70. That's 0.21. That's fine with me. All right. Or actually, let's pick the 69 because it's below 0.2. Now, this one is paying you a market price of 86 cents per share, which is crazy. It's below 0.2 deltas at 0.19, 86 cents per share. I'm not saying go out and sell a cash you can put right now. It is at the top of the Bollinger Bands. It is overvalued on the RSI. It's due for a slight little pullback. Right now is not a good time. At the recording of this video, it's not a good time to do it. You want to do it when it's oversold and also at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So just in case if it do pull back and you are assigned, you got to sign at a bottom and not assigned at a high. So this is just for example. You get paid out 86 cents, right? And you hit sell. As you guys seen, I will probably, this one was 86. I will probably enter 5 of these and you could bring in $430 in a week selling a cash you can put on NVDL and your max. And if you did want to enter one of these, you would need around a $6,900 account if you want to sell one cash secure put on NVDL. Now, if you get an $86 and it costs you what, $6,900, that is a, multiply that by 100, that is a 1.24% gain in a single week. And if you do that every single week for 52 weeks, that is 64% gain in a year, not even including the compound interest effect, or that is a 5.4% gain in a month. Let me show you what a 5.4% month could do. Now, us over on the Dream Team, we've been averaging anywhere between 3 to 6% every single month. So that is really, really good. The NVDL play I showed you could be your 4.5% month, but you're not going to get 4.5% every single month. But that is a trade that could get you 5.4% in a month, which is really good. So when you do add in the compound interest effect, right? All right, so let's say we started off with a $6,900 account and we're bringing in 5.4% every single month. And we're going to do this for 60 months. I know it says days, but imagine that it says months, and we're not going to reinvest and we're not going to add any money to our portfolio. And let's hit calculate. And let's scroll down. That is a $161,000 in just 5 years, which is crazy. Month one, you'll be bringing in $372 per month. And at the end of year one, you'll be bringing in $664 per month. So that's $664 per month times 12. You just double your account pretty much, but you gave yourself $7,968 a year income. Let's look at the end of year two. End of year three, you'll be bringing in $2,300 per month. And then at the end of year five, you'll be bringing in $8,000 per month, right? $8,000 per month times 12. You just gave yourself a $96,000 salary, right? You gave yourself a $96,000 salary. And right now, where we at? We're around averaging this right here. So we're about at the 48-month mark when it comes to the Dream Team. All right? In a couple years, hopefully I can hit that first $10,000 a month. That's the one I'm chasing. If you guys think I'm gonna hit it, let me know down in the comment section. And you guys already know what to do. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure you comment, give me the loot, because I showed you guys how to make the market give you the loot. And if you comment down below, I promise you I'm gonna reply to your comment. I will reply to every single comment down there. It's still a small channel, and you know a lot of people don't comment down there. You can literally ask anything you want to ask, and I'm gonna reply to your comments. So you guys take full advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Free access. But if you made it in this video, if you guys do want to check out the Patreon, that link is gonna be down in the pinned comment section. This is episode 3. I really appreciate you guys with me on this journey. Thank you guys so much for coming to check out this channel. Once again, check out the 7-day free trial. Can't wait to see you guys in episode 4. But in that, I'm Zeke, bringing you Dream Green Conversations, and I'm out. Peace.
This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. All investments involve risk. Your research is not licensed financial advisor. Any third party considered false under the fair use commentary and analysis. Please consult with a licensed financial advisor or professional in your area before making investment decisions.